Billy Donovan has some interesting comments regarding Montes Buzelis. Did he instantaneously fall in love? Do we actually believe Billy Donovan will not cut Montes Buzelis minutes? And will Montes Buzelis look good playing alongside P. Will a little bit more? A lot of things to talk about on today's episode. But y'all already know before we get into it, you gotta hear the music first. Cognac, gang. Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. What's the word?
What up, dog? What's the word? What's happening?
Hey, if y'all tuned in for the first time, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and to our family members, welcome in to another great episode. We appreciate the support. CDubb, I never thought I'd see the day that I hit some comments like this from Billy Donovan, because when we look back on the past, Billy Donovan, Dalen Terry, nah, you ain't good enough. Sit your ass on the bench. Marco Simonovic, you just got to stay in the G League. Adama Sanogo, we'll call you when we absolutely need you. But for Montes Buzelis, Billy Donovan got a different tone, CDubb. And one of the articles from Bleacher Nation that was reported on some of the things that Billy Donovan said on his interview with 670 to score, my man's talked about the development of his young players, more specifically Montes Buzelis. Went on to say, I do think for Julian Phillips, for Montes, their development for our team, we need those guys. They need to be out there. He went on to say, I do think Montes has done a very good job. I think he continues to get better. I think he's going to be able to do more things off the dribble as he gets more experience. We're going to have to evolve out two of those guys at times being on the floor at once together. But then how do you balance it and match it when you have enough ball handling and play creation out there as well? A lot of things to break down. But what is your initial reaction hearing all those things that we just talked about?
It's about fucking time, Billy. It's about fucking time. But are we giving credit for being late? How many points are being deducted for being late? Because in my opinion, what are we, 22 games into the season, nephew? He 22 games late. I'm glad that he finding out. And he's seeing how good this kid is. But I still think he's 22 games late. But let's go. Now I'm glad he did go in there and kind of put a just in case statement in there. You know, at the end there, trying to lean that it might not be enough room on the court to have Montes Buzelis in there, saying that if we have a lot of ball handlers on the floor, you know, it's going to be difficult to keep them on the floor. But okay, I see you with your little at the end there. But it looked like he finally coming around. And it only took 9 games. These 9 games he's been playing, he's averaging 10 points, shooting 38% from three-point range. And that's only in like 20-something minutes, maybe not even 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes. So just to think, if you'd have started the season this way, Billy, I'm glad you finally came around. But this halt or stagnation that you did for the start of this season, it was not warranted. He's a number 11 pick. You should have known better.
I agree with most of it, but I do think in some part it could have been warranted. Because I think that yes, he could. I'm with you. I believe he could have started Montes Buzelis off at the start of the season. But let's keep it a buck. Montes Buzelis was a bit out of sorts when we first seen him within those first few games at the start of the season. So he had to take his time. And I'm with you. These last 10 games, Montes Buzelis look like he's coming around. And Billy Donovan appears to be coming around it too. You listed out the minutes. It's averaging about 20 minutes per game. But in those last 10 games, Montes only did not play more than 17 minutes twice. So the last 10 games, 8 of those games, he registered relatively high minutes. Could have been whatever reason. But the good thing is that my man's is coming around. I hope he stick to his word though. Because don't come out here and tell us that you about to, or he needs to be out there to help this team, and then you just axe his minutes. Now, if we keeping it a buck within those last 2 games, I didn't see no reason why Montes Buzelis should have been registering 5 minutes in one game and 6 minutes in another game. That's an issue. But I kind of feel it a little bit. But I am questioning, should we believe Billy Donovan? I seen your history. I'm going to try to give you a shot. But should I really believe it? I guess so.
But it's sometimes when it's in your face, you just can't deny it, even if you want to deny it. He cannot deny the talent that is performing in front of his eyeballs. So it ain't no going back. I think he went into a fall that he jumped off the ledge, and it ain't no way he can stop the momentum from hitting the ground now. Even if he wanted to play Patrick Williams or he wanted to play Julian Phillips or Dalen Terry, and I think it's still room to play those guys too. But I just think Montes Buzelis is the priority because he has the most upside from all of those kids, and all of those kids has upside. So if you have eyeballs on your face, there's no way you can pass this moment up, Billy Donovan.
I'm with you on that. But that's that I can I point out some things to where I'm like, okay, like I don't got the most confidence in it. Like I'm not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, complete negative to it and flat out just say that he's not gonna do it because hey, this is the first time I ever heard Billy Donovan speak like that. But I will say this: I do believe Billy Donovan has missed opportunities his entire tenure with playing young guys, and more specifically, Montes Buzelis this season. You started Torrey Craig in the game.
Yeah.
That could have been JP, and Montes could have been back filling in on the back end, or start fucking Montes. Could have been some. It could have been something along those lines. So when you do say that he was a tad late, well, you say that he was completely late. I say he was a little more late, but that we not in no point of going back and forth. The point is that he was late. You know what I'm saying? So just be a man and stick to your words. I believe the kid has earned it. Billy Donovan placed out the challenge for him to earn the minutes. He's absolutely earned them. Absolutely.
He could have lost the kid with that challenge. So I want to give a lot of props and respect to Montes Buzelis because he's a number 11 pick. Some had months before the draft of going number 1. You come into a organization that looks like they're in a rebuild / see what we can do this year type shit. So you think you to yourself, yeah, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to give me some time to tick. And then the guy get on there and he's saying these little slick sneak disses. You're going to have to work for your damn. Can I get an opportunity though? Because he was playing like four minutes a game early in the season.
You said was that as a sneak diss though?
I think it's a sneak diss.
To say a guy got to earn their minutes?
Check it out. He's a number 11 pick. I think he should have been a lottery pick, Montes Buzelis. Those guys, by being a lottery pick in my eyes, my opinion, should be on the floor if you're not a competing team and already have a camaraderie with a team that's already on their way to competing for something, either Eastern Conference Championship, Western Conference Championship, or NBA Championship. If you're not in that position, play your lottery picks. They don't have to earn anything. Play them to see what they have, and they learn as they go. I think that's the best way to learn the NBA is on the fly. It's not by watching.
You are more well versed in basketball, and we already know that. But I'm a 100% disagree with the he ain't got to earn nothing because he's a lottery pick. That's baloney. I don't give a damn who you are. You got to earn it in this league. That should be respect. That should be respect shown to those who came before you. Now I'm with you. He was one of those lottery picks. He absolutely deserves some. But I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a sneak this because Billy Donovan said he gotta earn some minutes. What about the work that these other young guys have been putting in? Montes Buzelis got to put his in too. We know the talent. Don't get me wrong, and we don't want to mismanage that. But he still got to earn his stripes in this shit too.
I think the work is in the job. He's going to go to practice. He's not going to miss practice. He's not going to be late. You expect this. That's the earn. That's what he's talking about. Learning the plays, learning the sets, learning where you need to be on the court in any given time, playing defense, shit like that, regular shit, doing your job. I don't. When he says you have to earn it, that means you just have to play well, but you have to be given an opportunity to play well. You're not going to be having. You're not going to be given not playing 4 minutes is not given an opportunity to play well. There's not an opportunity in 4 minutes at all. It's a waste of time, especially for a lottery player.
But I think you at that end you veer enough because doing your job. That's how you start earning your stripes by absolutely showing up on time. Now, if he was a knucklehead and showed up to a few meetings late, you don't earn shit. Now, I'm with you on the parts where you say 4 minutes is baloney. It ain't much worth much. I'm with you on that. My only thing is that, hey, you got to earn your stripes in this shit. And then when I do put you out there to play, I'm with you. It should not be wasting 4 minutes of his time. Put him out there with a legit opportunity. However, the flip side is when I give you that opportunity, you can't make the same mistakes that we talked about. But Billy Donovan, to a point in what we talked about for the last few seasons, you have to allow those guys to make the mistakes and then you correct them. That's a part of the coaching job.
I just think that any 19-year-old, 18-year-old kid is got only thing they got on their mind is basketball and women. And you know what I'm saying? So they're not going to do anything but do their job, and their job is to play basketball. I think the best job in the world. So you're counting on them not doing their job is ridiculous because anything that encompasses basketball, I'm sure that Montes Buzelis doesn't have a problem with doing. He's assuming that Montes Buzelis is not going to come into practice or come into game day or come into shoot around or come into walkthroughs not ready to work. That's awful. I don't think
that was the assumption at all. You are a rookie. You have to earn your stripes. You're not a LeBron. You're not a Michael Jordan.
How you earn your stripes as a rookie?
Showing up to work. To your point, show up to work. But that's not the case for every NBA player. We see it every single day.
The young guys, rookie.
It doesn't matter.
What is the job of a rookie basketball player?
Do your job. Show up on time. And you have to earn those minutes. If I'm scrimmaging you during training camp and I'm seeing how you playing versus the guys who's been here who earned those minutes too, you have to show me you've earned minutes over a Kobe White, over a Ayo Dosunmu. It ain't the biggest hurdle to jump over a Patrick Williams. You have to prove that to me. I don't give a damn how talented you are. Respect the game. That's the only place I'm coming from.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I just think that Billy was saying in an assumption that he somehow not do his job. How is he to earn his job? Which if it's not coming to work and being on time for shoot around and coming to practice, he means playing.
All of those things,
I think he means playing well,
and that too. I think that's included.
So, how on earth, if it's included? How is he going to do his full job if he's only playing 4 minutes? Unless you're going to judge him on a 4 minutes on the court, which would be unfair and just absolutely lunacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. It was just we was gonna keep talking in circles. It's time to move the conversation along. I hope you don't think you won. It's nothing. You really lost. Because how you going to sit there and tell me about Michael Jordan, all these greats that came and sit there, hand off this fucking rookie something as if he done anything because of his talent. So you didn't win anything, my guy.
Really quick. I'm talking specifically about rookies.
Rookies got to earn their stripes.
Come to
Respect the
work.
game.
And was
Respect
that
the game.
encompass? What that encompass? Coming to work, being ready for practice, know where you need to be on the court, and performing in game. How are you going to do the latter in 4 minutes and be judged fairly?
The other things, according to the coaches, what he had to accomplish first to earn his minutes. That was set out by Billy Donovan.
It's unfair.
Had to
That's why
be.
it's late.
Had to be. But we'll
That's
move
why
the
it's late.
conversation
That was a
forward.
good
Billy
combo,
Donovan
though.
also talked about Patrick Williams and Montes Buzelis in the comment box. Let CDubb know how ridiculous he sounds by trying to give minutes to a rookie just because he came in with talent. That's disrespectful.
He trying to start
But
nothing new.
anyway, my man's Billy Donovan talked about potentially more minutes for Montes Buzelis and Patrick Williams. He went on to say, I don't necessarily think Patrick Williams coming back for a period of time. He's going to have a minutes restriction. And I don't think that will bleed into Montes. I think getting to a point even where Montes and Patrick playing together is something that will be good. CDubb, will it be good?
Those two guys playing together on the floor.
Yes.
I think that'll be that's something we was talking about before the season, nephew. We talked about a lineup with Montes and Patrick Williams together on the floor. With Patrick playing a three, which we think is his natural position, and Montes sliding into that four position. I think Montes Buzelis plays better defense than people thought he could, especially on the perimeter. He may be, tell me if I'm wrong, the Bulls' best shot blocker. Um, I think he's the best shot blocker. Offensively, I think they complement each other. If not, they do the same sort of thing. I think they both can shoot well from the spot up threes. I've seen Montes do a couple off dribble shots and make them. He can score. I think Montes can score off the dribble better than Patrick Williams, but they can complement each other with that length and that athleticism. Both of them, I think, are good defensively. With Patrick Williams being a better defensive player with experience and all the battles he's been through in his short career. But Montes is learning, and he's definitely respectable on the court. We talked about this before the season. I can't wait to see them on the court. Have we seen them yet? If they have, I
It
don't
was
remember
probably a
it.
few minutes.
Yeah,
Probably 4 minutes
yeah,
you was talking about earlier.
yeah. So yeah, I think that's a great thing. And shout out to Billy Donovan. When he started talking like that, like I don't think it's gonna what did he say? Drip into his
He
minutes.
said bleed into Montes.
Yeah, bleed into Montes Mentis. See, he got it on his head. Yeah, that's good. He's finally coming around. It's good. I'm glad he's saying things like this.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to hear. Like we said, the conversation around Billy Donovan regarding this whole topic has been good. It's things that we typically don't hear coming out of Billy Donovan's mouth. A lot of things that make sense. But this here makes sense. I think both of these players will complement each other pretty damn well. You telling me we got Patrick Williams on the strong side and Montes on the weak side coming over for cleanup work? That's a sight I want to see. We talking about the athleticism that both guys can bring. Montes, I believe, is the more athletic person and a more athletic player with more spark and explosion. Just imagining both of those guys are running up and down the court with Alonzo Ball being able to distribute the
Oh yeah.
basketball. And Montes Buzelis, his last 10 games, has been hitting his three-point shot consistently. P. Will is known to be a consistent three-point shooter. That spaces the floor and gives you a lot of options. And again, regardless of how anybody feel, he is the fucking future. Call it how
You
you
know it.
want. It can be certain guys that can stick around, but he's the future.
That's
Hitch the
telling.
wagon to him.
That's telling, nephew, because how long Patrick been here for about 4 or 5
He's
years?
been here 4 years.
And I'm not saying he's not a part of the future, Patrick Williams, but it's still up in the air if he's a part of the future.
Yeah, we not saying he's not a part of the future, but I guess I tell you this: if we woke up tomorrow and they say Patrick Williams has been traded, we're gonna be like, oh shit.
Oh,
who?
for who? Yeah,
I'm
Montes
just
is.
keeping it a buck because
Yeah,
I don't think they ever do it. Now we riot if they trade Montes. It's not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen.
But you obviously the feeling would be different if Patrick Williams was traded instead of Ayo Dosunmu. For Ayo Dosunmu, we'll be crushed. At
Yeah,
least
yeah,
I
we.
will. I'll be
Yeah,
crushed
yeah,
to see
yeah.
him go. P will. I'd be like, hey, he was all right. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck.
Good, exactly. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, I think this is very, very good news. I think Billy Donovan is growing as a coach. And I'm not trolling, I swear. I don't care how long he's been coaching. You can still learn and grow as a coach because I have never heard him speak of a young guy like this. May I say that he sounds excited of what the future could be with Montes Buzelis. You can see in a pattern, nephew. He started to play more, keeping him certain situations where he wouldn't trust a young guy like that.
He ran him like 15 minutes straight in one of the last few games they played.
Yeah, so he's starting to see what he got in the weapon like that. What were you looking at from the start of the season? But I'm glad he's coming around.
I am too. I'm absolutely excited that he coming around. And just make sure we don't see too many dips in the man's minutes. That's all we asking. That's all we ask. Keep it a buck with him. Make sure that shit on point and make sure that we good to go. For real.
And you know what's going to be a good thing, too, for Patrick Williams? He going to push Patrick. Because you can't let no young punk come in. And
man, how many times
Hey, I know. I understand.
We didn't say Torrey Craig was going to push him. I even got verbal confirmation from Torrey Craig, like, push him. He said, that's my young dog. I got him. He still ain't been pushed. We just said Julian Phillips came in here. He going to push P. Will. He still ain't been pushed. He ain't pushing nobody. Can't nobody push him. It's all on him now.
This is different.
It's all on him.
I'm not talking like pushing him for minutes. I'm talking about pushing him on the court together. If he on the court with Montes Buzelis and Montes Buzelis being extremely aggressive like he is and garnering all the spotlight, he's going to have no choice or he's going to fold.
What do you mean no choice?
Him he has being no in the choice shadows but
is where he wants to be.
You telling me Patrick Williams is Montes Buzelis' shadow? Is that what you're trying to say?
I did not say that.
Oh, what are you saying?
He don't want the bright light. The only light he wants shining is the sunlight on the flowers. What is we talking about?
That might be true, bro. I can't even.
Other than that,
I can't even defend him.
Role
and that was savage.
It's what it appears to be.
That was savage as hell. That was savage.
I'm just saying.
He liked flowers game. That was
I do too. But I know how to put my shit up and throw them bitches. Like, get aggressive. That's all we saying. That's it.
Nephew, we tried smacking the motherfucker before every game.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
He said, ouch.
He been benched 3 times. Like, what? Nothing else is going to work. Is all I'm saying. Well, I'm not a believer. He can show me. He's still young. He can prove me absolutely wrong. I just
are you okay? You said you're not a believer. Are you absolutely not a believer, or is it just I see a little something in there? I'm
not a believer.
Nothing.
I'm not. I believe he is what he is at this point. A solid defender. Exactly. Solid defender who can give you the 3 ball, and occasionally you might get a good game out of him, and that's all I accept him to be. Other than that,
I want you to stop me if this is ridiculous. I'll just keep going back to that Minnesota game at the end of the season last 3 years ago when he scored like 35 points. I told you to stop me.
Forget it. Let it go.
He was aggressive, nephew. He looked like Kawhi Leonard.
He did. Them little ass neck braids was shooting jump shots.
He looked like Kawhi. Bro. Damn, it's sad what happened to P. Will, bro. Damn, bro. Damn.
But all right, man, let's get up out of here. You got anything left?
Hey, game later on today. No LaMelo. Let's see what the Bulls can do. Like a 2 or 3 game losing streak. We got to get off the snide.
Definitely got to get off the snide. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe before y'all get up out of here. If y'all want to be a part of the mailbag episode taking place this weekend, call in, state your name, leave your tape. The number to do so is 773-242-9219. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you always see red. And you already know we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Call it P. Will. You said he a bitch.
I ain't say that.
Cognac. Gang.